And let's get started. Soles of our feet together, knees out wide. Starting to move down on our backs. Again, the bigger the bolster, the more the opening that you'll feel in your heart. I'm going to ring the gong to start practice. And then as I say, soles of our feet together, knees out wide. Starting to move down on our backs. Allowing our knees to fall open with gravity. Allowing our shoulders to fall open with gravity as well. Starting to connect with the breath. And again, if this is uncomfortable, you can also maybe allow your knees to fall open with gravity as you exhale, and then draw them together as you inhale. Or simply place the soles of your feet on the mat, knees straight up, whichever is completely fine. Starting to connect with the breath, breathing into a 4 count, holding to a 4 count, and exhaling to a 4 count. And as you breathe, breathe in through the belly, up through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to the tops of your throats. And then exhale in the opposite direction, from the tops of your throats down through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to your bellies, as though you're wringing water from a washcloth, bringing navel into spine. Again, maybe place your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your heart to track the breath as it moves through your bodies. And let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now allow your breathing to come naturally to its own rhythm. Allow the warmth of your breath to go to any area of your body that is tense or sore, and allow the breath to relieve the tension or soreness that is there. Imagine your breath gathering up all of the tension and soreness in your bodies and breathing it out so that you begin to feel peaceful and relaxed. Any distracting thoughts or feelings that you may have, allow them to be sent out with the breath. And as you breathe, allow yourselves to go deeper and deeper into this state of calm, knowing that you are in control at all times. Connect with a personal intention for this practice. That intention could be physical, mental, or spiritual. And it could be for you or for someone you love, My intention is for Tony Vuvulidis. He's already in recovery, which is good. I just saw that just now. Sending so much love and healing to Tony and Irene. Seal that intention with one deep inhale and one deep exhale. Good job. Inhale those knees and arms to center. Exhale, knees to the left, arms to the right. Again, if you're up on a bolster, this is a little bit more intense. Opening up those right obliques as you do. Releasing toxins, looking over your right shoulder if this is in your practice. Inhale back to center. And then exhale as your knees fall to the right, arms to the left. Look over your left shoulder and breathe again. Breathing into this simple twist. Opening up your left obliques as you do. And smile again. It's a beautiful Tuesday. Some clouds here, which is really nice. It's always nice to have a little bit of cloud cover. It's been so nice and cool this week. Inhale back to center. And then wrap your arms around your knees. Grab opposite elbows. Drag your shoulders back and down. Again, if you're on the mat, you can rock back and forth, opening up your lower backs and your kidneys. If you are not on the mat, then just stay where you are. Again, dragging those shoulders down as much as you can to open your hearts. Good job. Slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, push up, remove your bolster, remove your block, roll back over onto your backs, draw your knees in for a hug. Again, drag your shoulders back and down, open up your heart. Good job. And then from here, let's go ahead and grab onto our insteps once again. Dragging our shoulders back and down, dragging our knees down, pushing up with our feet as we do in Happy Baby. Maybe rocking back and forth, touching first one knee and then the other to the mat as you do. Good job. And then from here, inhale those knees to center. Exhale as you extend that right leg. Flex your feet. Interlace your fingers around that left calf. Inhale first. Exhale as you drag it in, shoulders back and down as far as you can. Again, maybe touching the mat if you can. Opening up that left thigh. Breathing in and out. Exhale as you open up. Excuse me, let's inhale again. Inhale first. And then exhale as you drag that knee towards you. Opening up as much as you can. Emptying yourselves of the breath. Inhale as you open up one last time. And then exhale as you drag that knee in. Good job. Inhale out as that left arm comes up overhead. Exhale as you push your left knee over to the right. And again, look over your left shoulder. Drag your left shoulder back and down as you do. You can stay here in this full body twist, or you can inhale and then exhale as you grab on to your right ankle, bending that right knee. You can also use a strap if this is in your practice. You can stay here, or you can inhale first and exhale as you extend that left leg. Again, grabbing onto your left foot. Drag those shoulders back and down wherever you are. Full body twisted bind if you're in here. Again, breathing in and out, opening up through the breath. As you breathe in, find where there's resistance in the body. As you breathe out, breathe that resistance out. Inhale back to center as you draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. And then exhale as you extend that left leg. Again, flex your feet, interlace your fingers, placing them around your right calf, shoulders back and down. As you exhale, dragging that calf in. Inhale all the way out. Exhale, draw your calf in, opening up your thigh. Inhale all the way out. And exhale in. Inhale out. Allow that right arm to come up overhead. Exhale as you push your right knee over to the left. Again, in a full body twist, opening up those right obliques. Drag that right shoulder back and down. Again, you can stay here. You can also use a block or a bolster underneath that right knee. Inhale first. Exhale as you bend your left knee, grabbing onto your left foot with your right hand. If this is in your practice, again, keep dragging that right shoulder back and down. Open up your hearts as much as you can. Inhale first. Exhale as you extend that right leg. Opening up. Again, dragging that right hip back and down as you do. Full body twisted bind. Again, you don't have to be completely into this. You can be in a full body twist. Simply wherever you are is perfect. And smile again. It's Tuesday. It's a beautiful day out today. We've never seen this day before. So much promise in this day. Inhale back to center. Draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. And then from here, inhale first. Exhale as you extend your legs below you. Inhale those arms up overhead as you tense, 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 tense every muscle in your body. And then exhale as you walk those feet and your hands over to the right in supine, crescent moon, opening up those left obliques as you do, working towards getting your feet and your hands as far as you can, but keeping that left shoulder, left hip on the mat. Again, we're releasing toxins as we do. Breathing in and out. And smile. Slowly inhale back to center. Tense, tense, tense every muscle in your body. Your facial muscles, your feet muscles. You're all going up your legs, your torso, as well as your arms. Tense as much as you can. And then exhale as you walk your feet and your arms to the left as far as you can. Again in crescent. Keep your shoulders and your hips on the mat. Open up those right obliques, release toxins as you do, and smile. Slowly inhale back to center and draw your knees in for a hug. Again, shoulders back and down. Maybe rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. And then from here, gently roll over onto the right side in the fetal position. Using the strength of your arms, push up to a seated position. Facing the front of the room in Sukhasana, simple seated pose. Good job. We're going to be moving forward. So maybe use your bolster or your blanket in front of you. Drag your shoulders back and down as much as you can. Open up those hearts. And maybe place the backs of your hands on your knees, again making mudras with both sets of fingers. Breathing in and out. Aligning your chakras, making sure that that crown chakra is above your heart chakra, which is above your root chakra. Again, gently gazing towards your third eye with your eyes closed. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out as though you're blowing out a candle very gently. then from here, gently open your eyes. Place your hands on your knees. Hold on. And start to rotate in a clockwise direction around your root chakra. Again, opening up your spine in 6 different directions as you do. Again, maybe close your eyes, allowing those circles to become bigger and bigger as you move outward. But don't go back too far. Keep your neck safe. So imagine that you're in a satellite dish, opening up to the front of the room. And again, as we breathe, imagine a white light rising from your root chakra to your sacral chakra, to your solar plexus, to your heart, to your throat, to your third eye, and then all the way up to your crown chakra, shooting white light energy out to the world. Again, keep moving forward until you feel as though you could touch your chins or your noses to the front of the room, or to the bolster in front of you. Again. And then start to move inward slowly. Smaller circles as you do. Keep breathing. Keep imagining that white light moving upward through each chakra. These are Kundalini circles. As you move forward, breathe out. As you move backward, breathe in. Again, moving closer and closer to your root chakra. Again, ending up with that crown chakra just above your root chakra, and then gently stop. We'll go the other direction, holding onto our knees, gently closing our eyes, shoulders back and down. Again, rotating in a counterclockwise direction, opening up our spines in 6 different directions, concentrating on those chakras, allowing them to open as we do, feeling that light rising through each of your chakras. Again, as you move forward, breathe out. As you move backward, breathe in and smile. Again, it's Tuesday. It's a beautiful day out today. Until you feel as though you could touch your chin or your nose to the bolster in front of you. And then start to gently move backward. Smaller circles. Opening up your spines and your hearts, as well as your chakras as you do. In these Kundalini circles, gently coming to center again with the crowns of your heads directly above your root chakras. Good job, everyone. And then from here, let's go ahead and inhale first, and And exhale as you open up that right leg. We're moving into Janu Shasana. Flex your right foot. We're going to stay here a little bit longer, but we're not doing the whole sequence. We're not doing gatekeeper. Inhale, both arms all the way up. Twist to the right. And then exhale, down. Reach, 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 reach. As far as you can with a flat back. Shin to shin. And then just curl in. And again, while you're here, maybe place that left hand over your left kidney, forcing the breath into your kidney, puffing it out as you do, keeping it healthy. Again, in Janu Shasana, breathing in and out. Again, if this is too intense, you can also use a block to place your forehead on. Drag that left shoulder back and down as much as you can. Left hip down. Breathing in and out. In Janu Shasana. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you bend your knee, dragging it in. And then inhale first. Exhale as you extend that left leg. Again, dragging your right heel in. And again, we're going to be moving to the left, inhaling those arms all the way up, twisting to the left, and exhaling as you fold forward. Hinge at the hips, reach, 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 flat back, shin to shin, and then just curl in. In Janu Shasana on the left side, maybe placing that right hand over your right kidney, forcing the breath into your kidney, breathing in and out. And smile. Again, it's Tuesday. It's a beautiful day out today. Galen is going on a cattle herding expedition, which is going to be so much fun to hear about later on. Can't wait to see pictures. Again, if any of you have trouble with your kidneys, this is always a great exercise to do. Janu Shasana, opening up those kidneys as much as possible. Inhale as you walk your hands back again. Exhale as you draw that leg in. Good job. Let's open our shoulders. Inhale both arms all the way up, inhaling gratitude. Exhale as you bend that right arm, placing the palm of your hand in between your shoulder blades. Inhale first, and exhale as you bend that left arm, grabbing on to your right elbow. Once again, inhale first, and exhale as you drag your right shoulder over to the left, looking up to the right. Again, opening up that right shoulder as you do. Inhale both arms all the way up. And exhale down again. Good job. Draw your shoulders back and down. Inhale both arms all the way up once again. Exhale as you bend that left arm, placing your left palm in between your shoulder blades. Inhale first, and then exhale as you bend that right arm, grabbing onto your elbow, dragging your left arm over to the right. Again, opening up that left shoulder as you do. Breathing in and out. Inhale both arms all the way up. And exhale down. Good job. Roll forward onto your hands. And then if you'd like to, place your bolster on your mat. And again, we're in table. Our shoulders are above our wrists, our hips are above our knees, and if we look between our legs, we shouldn't see our feet. Inhale first to cow. Open up your spines as you do. Open up your hearts, looking up towards your third eye. And then exhale as you transition, coming into cat. Dragging your spines upward, gazing at your navels. Inhale. Again to cow. Drag those spines down, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale to cat. Good job. One more time. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Good job. And then from here, let's go ahead and come down on our elbows in puppy pose. Again, drag your hearts down towards the mat. Open up your lower backs as you do. In puppy pose. Breathing in and out. And then if this is in your practice, walk those arms out in front of you. Again, dragging your hearts down even more in heart to mat pose. Again, maybe placing your third eye on the mat, rocking it back and forth, opening up your intuition as you do. Slowly inhale as you walk those hands back again. And then from here, walk your legs back. Come down on your bellies first, and then on your elbows. So we're in Sphinx pose. Again, palms of our hands are down. Inhale first. Exhale as you bend your left knee, looking back at your left foot. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you bend your right knee, looking back at your right foot. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you bend that left knee. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you bend that right knee. This time, inhale to center. Exhale as you bend your left knee, grabbing on to your left ankle and pull it in as much as you can. Opening up that thigh, breathing in and out. And smile. Inhale out. Exhale down. Inhale first, and then exhale as you bend that right knee, grabbing onto your right ankle with your right hand. Pulling it in as much as you can, opening up that thigh, Breathing in and out. Exhale as you extend. Good job. And then from here, plant the palms of your hands into the mat. Curl your toes under. Inhale first. Exhale as you push in and back, dragging your hearts towards your thighs as much as possible. In Ardha Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Again, flattening out your backs, dragging your hearts as close as you can to your thighs. Breathing in and out. Inhale, that right leg all the way up. Three-legged dog split. Exhale as you pull it forward to the top left of your mat. Right knee down, left top of foot down. Inhale as you walk those hands back to royal pigeon. And then exhale as you walk them forward as far as you can into resting pigeon. Again, placing that left cheek on the mat if this is in your practice. Again, opening up that right hip. Releasing any unwanted emotion that you may be storing there. Breathing in and out. In, humbly bowing, resting pigeon. Again, we're allowing any unwanted emotion that you may have in that right hip to melt into the mat, into the floor, into the earth below where it is recycled, regenerated as positive healing energy sent right back at you. Again, resting pigeon is one of the most healing positions or asanas in yoga. It allows us to keep our hip bones from becoming brittle and breaking. It also keeps us from becoming unbalanced. So it allows us to keep our balance. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Coming off on that right hip. Swing your left leg all the way around. Left foot is parallel to your right thigh. Bring that right foot in and your right elbow in. Inhale that left arm up and around. Find your right hip crease. Again, possibly take a bind, but you don't have to. Wherever you are is perfect. In the Mariandrasana twist. Releasing toxins, massaging our internal organs as we do. Good job. Drag your shoulders back and down. Open your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Inhale back to center. Extend your legs and shake them out. And then from here, let's go ahead and come up to Malasana at the tops of our mats. So all four corners of your feet are going into the mat. Lift your toes if you can. Our biceps are just below our knees. Hands are in Anjali Mudra. Crowns of our heads are moving towards the heavens. Again, with that golden thread that's pulling it. And then make sure that your tailbones come in. Backs are flat. Inhale from your root chakra all the way up to your crown chakra. And exhale down again. Inhale. And exhale. time. Inhale. And exhale. Good job. Place your hands on the mat. Inhale halfway up to Ardha Tadasana. Again, standing forward fold. Take a giant step back this time with your right foot. Walk that left foot all the way across. Oh gosh. All the way across. Left knee down, right top of foot down. Be careful with your bolster. It might make you a little bit unbalanced. Inhale as you move your hands back, but it feels really good when you're lying down. And then exhale as you walk those hands forward. Placing that right cheek on the mat or the floor this time. Again, in humbly bowing, resting pigeon. Breathing in and out. Again, opening up that left hip this time. Releasing any unwanted emotion that you may be storing there. Allowing it to melt into the mat, into the floor, into the earth below where it is recycled, regenerated as positive healing energy. And smile. Again, it's a beautiful day today. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Coming off on your left hip. Swing your right leg all the way around. Right foot is parallel to your left thigh. Draw that left foot in and that left elbow in on the outside of your right knee. Inhale that right arm up and around. Find your left hip crease. Again, you can either stay here or take a bind in the Mariandrasana twist. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath, releasing toxins, massaging our internal organs as we do. Inhale back to center. Extend your legs and shake them out. Good job. And then from here, place your blanket or your bolster behind you. Bend your knees. Place the soles of your feet on the mat. Arms are out on either side of your knees. Inhale first. Exhale inch by inch. Vertebra by vertebra coming down to the mat. And when you get there, draw those knees in for a much deserved hug. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. Then take your block in hand. Place your heels just below your sit bones. Inhale as you push your hips up. Placing the block underneath your sacrum on the highest second or third levels. Again, you can also simply move into a traditional bridge. This is a supported bridge, traditional bridge. Clasping your hands in prayer, walking those shoulders under, pressing into your heels to rise higher. If you're in a supported bridge, you can also draw those arms overhead. You can also walk those feet out if you'd like to in a T formation or a mushroom formation. Opening up your lower backs even more, which is so wonderful when you're hiking a lot or doing any kind of exercise that you're beating your feet on the ground. Draw those arms back overhead. Walk your feet in. Inhale as you push your hips up, releasing the block. And And then let's go ahead and place the block on its lowest level underneath your sacrum, and inhale those legs up above you. Again, in legs straight up. You can have your hips simply on the mat as well, allowing the circulation to come back down to our vital organs, back down to our brain. Again, calming us down as it does. Inhale first, and exhale as you bend your knees, placing your heels just below your sit bones. Push your hips up, remove the block as you inhale, and then exhale down, draw those knees in for a hug, rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys, good job. And then cross that right leg over left, wrap your feet, arms are out east and west. Inhale first, exhale down to the left as far as you can, look over your right shoulder. Good job. Opening up those right obliques one last time, releasing toxins. Inhale back to center, unwrap, unwind, give yourselves a hug. And then cross that left leg over right, wrap your feet. Arms are out east and west. Inhale first, exhale down to the right. Look over your left shoulder, opening up those left obliques one last time. Inhale back to center, unwrap, unwind, give yourselves a hug. Inhale through your noses, sigh it out. Inhale. One more time, inhale. And with that intention, allow your legs to come out as wide as the mat or wider. Arms are down beside your torso, palms are up to receive, down to ground, starting to relax. Relax your toes, relax your feet, relax your ankles. Relax your calves, relax your knees, relax your thighs. Relax your hips, relax your torsos, relax your fingers. Relax your hands, relax your wrists, relax your forearms. Relax your elbows, relax your upper arms, relax your shoulders. Relax your necks, relax your jaws, relax your cheeks. Relax your foreheads. Relax the crowns of your heads. Just relax. Start to bring movement back to your fingers and your toes by wiggling your toes and maybe touching each finger with your thumb. Reach your arms overhead, extend through your feet, giving yourselves a full body stretch and filling your lungs with your breath. Then exhale as you draw those knees in for one final compassionate hug, rocking back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys. Slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, come up to a seated position facing the front of the room. Legs are crossed. Hands are at Anjali Mudra. Heads are bowed in honor of your practices. From the place deep in my soul that I know to be pure and true, I bow to and honor that same place that resides within each of you. Thank you so much for coming to practice yoga with me on this beautiful Tuesday. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and ring the gong and practice. And again, so great to see everybody. Thank you for coming. And we all wish Galen wonderful